I remade the skill tree. I think I just fixed build diversity in Diablo 4. And if you felt your character's getting weaker over time because of monster scaling in the beta, just wait until they reduce legendary drops by 75%. And you're sucking your thumbs because you can't decide on when you should break down that perfect legendary power. You don't want to waste that imprint that you're going to outlevel in the next hour on a rare item. Do you? Let me give you an example really quick. Right here we have a legendary sword for the barbarian. The imprint is whirlwind, critical strike chances increased by 20% for each second and is channeled up to 80%. It's like a must. Like, if you want to be a beefy whirlwind boy, you want this legendary power. We're eventually going to outlevel this weapon, right? So we have our new weapon here. This is just an example. Don't really look at the stats. It doesn't matter. We're going to break this down and put it on our next weapon, right? Because that's what the system currently is. Now, we can only do this once. So now, this is our new item, and we can no longer break this. So we're going to eventually outlevel this weapon as well, right? And then we're going to be searching for this same power. We're going to be searching for this whirlwind power. What if I told you we did something to the skill tree? Let me show you. Here's the basic skill tree for a barbarian, right? Let's say I have that whirlwind power and I want to put it into my tree. Let's say I don't want to use it on a weapon. I want to break it down. Let's refund some points here. And what if this extends just a little bit? Let me show you. This here is my version of the skill tree. It takes 5 points to get to it. 1 point will give you 3 strength. Your next point you use gives you 3 dex. 2% crit, 2% crit. We can randomize these, whatever. But let's say we have an imprint slot here. It takes 5 points to get to this, right? I click this and I can put any legendary power in the slot. And we decide to use the whirlwind because we want to save it. Eventually, we can take this out and put it on a rare weapon later on. We can take this out and put in a different legendary power later on. It just gives you options. Let's say I find the same imprint. Well, now I can take this imprint out, put something else in it. Whatever imprint is in this section, maybe plus 2% of imprinted items in this slot. So instead of 20 to 80%, maybe it's 20 to 82%. So this just gives you a little build diversity, right? Now let's say I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this. Well, it takes 5 points. Let's just get my shouts. Whatever. Let's get this. Ground slam. If you want ground slam, let's get this shout. So what does this solution fix? This just gives you options. It makes you think. Your build's no longer playing for you. You're mixing it up. Let's say you're level 15. You run into a level 15 barbarian. He's using shouts. You're not using shouts because you decided to put an imprint whirlwind here. Maybe that barb's going to be like, man, that barb's not like me at all. Let's get a little crazy, okay? This is just an example. Let's say we have this system on the defensive tree as well. I just added 2 points here. It's just another imprinted node. It's in the skill tree now. I'm not talking about getting rid of the codex of power at all. I'm just saying add in little imprint slots so we can continue to upgrade our rare weapons, a rare piece of armor, because obviously we can only break down imprints one time. And you could sub these out, you can move these in, you can move these out as you please. We can put a cap on legendary powers based off of what you're wearing and what's in the tree. I'm sure the devs could come up with something way better. You don't want to ever lose this node. I mean, I don't know, do you? If you find a double, it's fine. You could take this out and put something else in there. Let's say you're happy with your gear. You don't want to use the imprint nodes. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to use the imprint nodes. Keep going on with your tree. Keep going on with your tree. Let's get 5 in a whirlwind. Obviously, this new addition will allow you to have a legendary power into your skill tree. That will never disappear unless you remove it or change it. But most importantly, it just adds that little layer that's missing from Diablo 4 right now. Build diversity. It makes you think about your build. What power should I put in? Should I remove that power? Should I continue down the skill tree? Should I stop? I just found this legendary power. Should I break this down and put it on this rare weapon? Or should I save that power, put it in my skill tree, refund some points, put it in my skill tree, and let that sit there? And then maybe, you know, one day, maybe I find that perfect rare item with the perfect stats, with the perfect imprint. I remove that imprint from my skill tree. I put it on that big, beefy rare that I never want to get rid of. And I'm happy. I know the community was pretty split about this idea from my last video, but I'm just simply giving beta feedback and expanding on it. I had people telling me that I'm wrong. The skill tree is fine and the devs don't need to change anything. I don't mind being wrong. Well, I'm sorry to pop your red balloon, Georgie, but this is a live service game, and I'm sure season after season, the skill tree will end up changing. Alright guys, my name is FrankieFresh, and this was the Fresh Tea of the Week. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Before I let you go, I'll leave you with this one final thought. How far would you go for a little more build diversity?